G.Colapinto out against Liam O'Brien and the wild card Jadson, Andre Kaipo, along with Mitchell Salazar, to talk you through the action here. And that was on a left, primarily a left. So we know he can get it done either on the forehand or the backhand. He's going to choose forehand this time. Here he goes. Throws it up in the air and stomps it down a little bit too harsh. Gets bucked off, Liam O'Brien, showing some intent on some progression now.
Yeah, it's some innovation. I like to see it.
At Itaúna, Jadson Andre with that priority. Jaddy in position. He's going to go left. Split peak with Griffin Colapinto. Will stick with Jadson Andre. Winds up off the bottom. Top carve there. A little down carve to start with. Smooths it up now. Cleans up the rail game in the final 2 turns.
So he's obviously riding a backup board because he said that magically his board got destroyed or something in the locker room. But you see right here, digs a rail on the first carve, just loses a bit of speed coming out of it. Top turn right there. Once again, another wrap. So a good variation of maneuvers. And then a decent finish for Jadson too. Should be a good start, but I don't think it's anything that'll get you out of when you look at the talent that we have in Griffin and Liam. Meanwhile, Colapinto goes right. Great throw to a reverse right there. The one big section came out of it well.
Sets approaching and numbers trickling in. 5.6 for Colapinto, 5.57 for last of Jadson Andre. Andre finds a corner here. Jaddy. Roundhouse cut back to begin. A little caught up there. And you can see just fighting with that wave after some sticky rails.
On his opening carve. That first section when you first stand up, Kaipo, it's a bit flat.
Oh my! Griffin Colapinto going for it.
Incredible surfer, but man, he is a ferocious competitor. Really knows how to manage the heat out there, especially when it comes to man-on-man format too.
Jadson. And again, just, you know, maybe having that magic board go down and having to adapt to different equipment is affecting Jadson Andre.
Should be that and a bit more. And then you look at Jadson right here, a lot of speed down the line. Was looking to get something close to his 5 that he already has in the score line. And maybe a bit too strong there at the end.
Use the hashtag WSL1Ocean, tag WSL and WSL1Ocean in your post. Yeah, do your part. And we've had some great efforts out there by both surfers and surf fans. Liam O'Brien, as we come back to live action here, working over a left in his challenge up against Griffin Colapinto and Jadson Andre.
We're going to look at it from the get-go. Late drop, great carve to start things off. Maybe forced it a bit too much for how flat the section was, but to get a good score, that's what you're going to need to do out here with these flatter sections. Gets the 2 for 1 right at the end and was able to kick.
This receding tide, there's our tides right there. This receding tide could hinder some of the consistency out here. O'Brien swinging on the backhand. Remember, he just needs a small score, 3.25. Good flow here from the Australian. And really talk about having to grind for a score. That's grinding. 3.25, what do you think, Mitch?
Well, and he seemed mad on this one in comparison to the one before. He probably heard the score that it wasn't enough, was just enough for the score. But you look at this, there was a lip line to that first section in comparison to his previous wave. Great combination, a lot of flow. I mean, it's obviously not an incredible wave, but for how the wave was, he couldn't have surfed it any better. Goes flat right to the south of the comp area. And then Griffin was right behind him too, in and out.
And use priority.
I can assure you that if he got that score and just moved up in the first place, even if it's a 3-5, your confidence changes. The way you think changes.
Here's our heat leader, Liam O'Brien, timing a couple of backhand snaps with a little bit of the backwash, doing a good job to manage the ocean that way. We'll see if he improves upon that 3.83 in his score line and give himself a little bit more distance between Jadson as well as Griffin.
Crucial moment here for Lobby, looking to better his low score. So a great snap, but the second one, the timing and the precision of that bottom turn. Love the way he was able to really push on that tail at the end, Kaipo, and slide out.
And Liam O'Brien once again on the left. Winds up off the bottom, swings off the top. Paced approach here. Aggressive second turn. Vert for the third and closing maneuver. Liam O'Brien looking good in this final third of this heat. Here we go with Griffin Colapinto, still searching for a ramp. Couldn't find one, has to kick out.
And look at his last 4 waves that he's caught. Everything a 1 or less.
On the other hand, just surfing a really smart heat. Here he is under priority. What's Lob got for us? Nothing on that one? No harm, no foul. He'll remain in the lead.
Make sure the other surfers are thinking about you, not about themselves. Use third priority well and try to improve your low score of a 5.
Speaking of priority, J.Andre just used his priority on a nothing wave. L.O'Brien, he's on to the round of 16. Great feeling coming to the beach. J.Andre, he'll be in the elimination round along with Griffin Colapinto.